I just wanted to send you a quick note. The Sand Dunes Recreation Area is actually a place not too far away from the Great Dunes National Park. One thing they do have is a road. It's pretty easy to miss the sign, but there's a road that will take you to Hooper, and I believe it's Masca, out of the Great Dunes. It's just a few miles before you see the Zappa Falls sign. So if you're not looking for it, you'll miss it, but it'll save you a lot of time. It's a shortcut. However, if you're trying to get to the hot springs, sand dunes recreation area, and you haven't eaten lunch or anything, you'll likely want to do what I did and go to Alamosa. And there's many options. It's kind of the city or the place to be. It has the most hotels and the different fast food chains and restaurants. So you have options, especially if you're traveling with a group of people and you have different appetites. Because there was just one kind of a driving old-timey cafe in Hooper, but it didn't look like it was open. So I'm out of season when I'm traveling, and so that could be a problem if you haven't eaten. They do have some little snacks kinds of things there at the recreation area, but it's not really what I would call a meal. It's more, garbage food or snack bites. Now, this place supposedly they were trying to drill for oil and then they hit a hot springs instead. So this thing has been around for quite a while. So you have to go in with that mindset. If you've been to a poshier hot springs, this is not it. I liken it to a redneck swimming pool. it just it's just built with a lot of heavy cement. In the back, they have an adults only section, which is where I went, and you have to keep the price in mind. For $25, totally worth it. I would do it. You have to pay the entrance fee to the generic pool swimming area, and that's where a lot of the kids and the families hang out. But then you can go through the back, through what I call these old train modules, rail car box type things, and they've repurposed it into a hallway, and then you come out and it's in an old greenhouse basically, but they have 4 plunging pools that you can go in, and they're different temperatures, so they're just like a regular hot springs, fancy spa kind of concept. But then you have all these plants and these garden types of things and grass growing there, and sauna house, and then they have a area where you can get a massage. So very zen. Just know that it's not posh and you'll be totally fine. I had a great time. They serve local beers there, there's wine, and then they have little snacks, more grown up level snacks back in that area. So for $25, it's a total go. I would recommend that you take a towel with you, otherwise, you'll have to buy one or rent one. And so that'll save you some money as well. But if you know that going in, it's a little hard to find. So it's off of Highway 17, and you'll take County Road B, and then it sort of dead ends, and then you have to turn left to get to the continue with the paved piece into this recreation area. And they have little cabins, kind of very rustic, I would say. They're not glamping. And then there's a RV place you can park your rig there. But you're out in the sand brush. I mean, it's not fancy. Southeast Kansas or Southeast Colorado is a lot like Southwest Kansas, where I'm from. It's just kind of desert prairie, sand brushy. It's just not pretty the way that the other parts of Colorado are. It has its own pretty. And so you just have to get out of the posh mindset when you come here. It's very deserty oriented, I would call it. But I had a fabulous time there. They had music playing, so I couldn't tape in there. I did take some pictures and things, but give it a shot if you're here. Now, today I'm going down Highway 12, which is called the Legends Highway. It's a scenic byway. And so, wish me luck that there's no snow up there. There's lots of places in Colorado that got snow yesterday in April, so almost the end of April, but that's what you get when you get into elevation. So, lots of rain, spotty rain yesterday, and rolling fog. So, I'm sure the northern parts of the area, the higher elevations, got the snow. But we're going to make our way back into Kansas today. So, hot tip for you, give it a try. Sand Dunes Recreation Area.